It's a kindergarten here. Honestly, it's preschool. It's worse than preschool.
Think about it. I dig it. You actually kind of geek out when you get to see everyone. They look unbelievable. Like it's truly like a little fanboy moment, or just you feel like a little kid and you go like, that's Batman.
Not that bad. Well, my head is not that big.
This is a scan of Jason, and in the computer we take the scan and we draw the costume over his body so we can get all the proportions right. We can play around with the shapes and make sure it all looks great. We did lots of tests here of colors, different goals. Zach really wanted the costume to feel ancient and broken down, so we're playing with that with our paintwork here.
Whether it's the trident, the eyes, the costume, when you put everything on, you're right into the character, and that's the beautiful thing. That's when you're working with really talented artists. From props to obviously Michael, who has made all of our costumes, and they're amazing. Yeah! It's a bit of a dream come true. I've been a big surfer. I've never walked down a 60-foot pier with 12 water cannons going off. It's funny because like the water knocked me everywhere, which you don't actually see. Tried to hold it together, but it was amazing.
Jason, he embodies everything that Zach wanted to tell with that character. Sort of this anti-establishment, rock and roll attitude.
It's very much the outsider and the lone wolf. When Zach picked me for the role, he told me he was someone who not really accepted on land, not really accepted in the sea. It's something I can identify with. Being raised in Iowa, born in Hawaii, two very different cultures. You're kind of a fish out of water. You're a bit of an outcast and you're a little different. He's definitely flawed, and I enjoy playing the flawed characters.
He's kind of a big target when people are making fun of superheroes. And when I wrote the comic book in 2011, I wanted to tackle that head on because people question what Aquaman does. What's he bring to the party? On land, he's kind of a bit of a joke sometimes. In the water, he's the king. And I thought that contrast was very cool for a superhero.
Even though it's not in the movie, I spent a lot of time thinking about scenarios where he lived with his father and his dad. He guarded the lighthouse, and he was definitely a blue collar, but he was exceptional in certain ways. He obviously has the power, he can help people. It's his human side, you know. I think that's what makes him special, because he can tie the two worlds together. It's a big concern for me when we see Justice League, because people are gonna be like, oh, he's drinking, he's this, he's gruff, he's an asshole, he's this outcast, but I'm like, you don't know what he's been through. And that's what I want them to know, is like, what got this guy to go to the far reaches of the earth, to stay away from everyone, to be the way he is? What got him there?
You got no powers, no offense. This guy might be working for the enemy, we don't know. I don't want to die. I'm young.
He's a little rough around the edges, and then he becomes a good guy. He'll always help fight with the team, but then he's on his own. So he's the reluctant hero, and that's fun to play.
Ride ain't over yet. My man. I'm Aquaman.
Felt like a rock star.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star.